Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about my lawn after all the rain that we've had. I'm going to show you its current condition and talk about what we're going to do with it in the next couple of months. Let's go take a look. So first glance, it doesn't actually look too bad. It looks reasonably green overall, and as we get closer you can start to see disease, which is the brownish patches in the lawn. And that is because of all the wetness. Then we've still got the issue with shade. Now I started to cut this back at the start of the year, but I realised the sun's, even if we're to cut these down, the sun is not high enough at this time of the year, so we're still going to suffer with shade. I will get these cut down at some point, but it's no longer a priority. The main thing is we've got a shaded lawn, so you might think it looks reasonably well. And let's take a closer look. Look how thin it's gone. And this is at the part that's got the most sun. And as we get up to this part of the lawn, it just becomes horrible, thin. But it does this every single year. And this here around the trees is some of the worst that we've got. So it's actually in a really poor state at the moment. It's just simply because of shade and simply because of all the rain that we've had. So here's where I went wrong. I didn't aerate the lawn fully in autumn. I did a little bit of manual aeration down the bottom for a video showing the manual aerators, but I didn't aerate the whole lawn. That would have helped a bit. But it wouldn't have stopped the shade, and it wouldn't have stopped the sheer volume of water that we've had. That sheer volume has caused so many problems for so many lawns I've been going to this last week or two. It is what it is. You try and battle it as much as you can, but when there's too much, there's too much. Some of the roots are going to rot, and some of the grass is going to die back as a result. The mild weather and the wetness has caused a little bit of light humidity. Look at all the bulbs. We've got bulbs popping up all the way down. We've got all these new bulbs here coming through. So it's going to be very interesting if we get any frosts. Even these have started to bud. So we'll have to see what happens with the garden. But in general, I mean, overall, it's reasonably green. And it's reasonably bad, not too bad. Now, as you can imagine, I'm going to 10 or 20 lawns most days. And some of them are thick and green. And they're looking pretty good. They are looking pretty good. But they're in direct sunlight. They're not enclosed. They haven't got high walls or fences and things like that. The wind can blow off the moisture. So the lawn's looking pretty happy. Just some yellow tips, because the rain has leached some of the nutrients out of the grass. It all comes down to your environment. Whatever environment you've got to deal with and tackle. So I am going to have to overseed this. And it's the same old thing. Spring is the best time. I could risk it and do it earlier. I could do it now. We've got the mild temperatures. Technically, it could work. And I dare say it might. But if we get a frost in the next 3 or 4 weeks, that could scupper everything that I do. But it's definitely a possibility. And I might just do it. We'll have to see. I want things to just dry out a little bit more. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you in on this video just to show you where I'm at with my own lawn. We've had heavy rain now for what, 5 weeks. It was way before Christmas. It's just been rain after rain after rain. It's been really hard on gardens in general. So I haven't been out here at all. I've done absolutely nothing on it other than a couple of things I put on a while ago. So that's what it's like when it's been really heavy rain and boggy. There's not a lot you can do about it really. You've got to wait for conditions to improve for you to really get on the ground. Otherwise you're going to risk doing some serious damage. So there you go. Any questions, pop them down below. We can start to get to the point now. We can start thinking about what we're going to be doing with the lawns. Obviously a lot of lawns I think this year are going to need a bit of seed chucking on. So we'll see you on the next video. If you like this, give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Cheers.